Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
Good afternoon. KELY News, sponsored as always by Sahara Motors, home of the Touch a Truck promotion. Coming up July 4th weekend, you could win a Dodge Ram Tough truck. Stop by Sahara Motors for complete details. Well, big changes could be coming to local project management and financial oversight at tomorrow's White Pine County Commission meeting, where Commissioner Paula Carson is pushing to cancel several major SNPLA-funded projects, including Marriage Field and Broadbent Park, and delay the Heritage Park land acquisition near the high school. Now, last week at the meeting, Finance Director Kathy Workman warned the Commission that they should cancel the projects because SNPLA said if they don't cancel these new projects before they get the old projects done, they might cancel all future SNPLA projects. So that's why Carson is making the move. Carson also proposing to strip Finance Director Kathy Workman of her authority to approve expenditures over $10,000 and to renegotiate or modify any contracts, shifting that power back to the Commission. These proposals follow those concerns Workman raised about project spending at the last meeting. The Commission will also vote on final approval of the 2025-26 budget. That meeting takes place tomorrow, 9 a.m. at the White Pine County Library. Bring your popcorn. A grand jury's been impaneled in White Pine County to investigate possible misconduct involving governmental and quasi-governmental organizations. A source close to the situation tells me the jury is now seeking input from the public. If you have relevant information to share, you're encouraged to send it to the White Pine County Clerk's office. Be sure to clearly mark the outside of the envelope with the words White Pine Grand Jury Investigation. It was a tense night at the Ely City Council meeting last Thursday. Council members voted to seize a long-abandoned property at 2160 Carson Street. The home was left uninhabitable after a fire nearly 20 years ago. It's been under condemnation for over a year. City officials say they made repeated efforts to work with the owners, but got nowhere. Heated exchanges between the family members and city officials followed before the council voted to move forward with seizure. That issue is now heading to court. In other actions, the council revoked the business license of White Pine Mobile Park at 900 Avenue M due to ongoing sanitation violations and property maintenance issues. The council also approved a ban on open burning within city limits from May 26th to October 15th, prime wildfire season. In Carson City, the legislature is advancing major initiatives as the session nears its June 2nd conclusion. Lawmakers are considering expanding film industry tax credits through Assembly Bill 238 and provisions to support Clark County School District's pre-K programs. Assembly Bill 398 proposes allotting $38.6 million for charter school teacher raises over the next 2 years, addressing previous funding gaps. And Assembly Bill 540, a housing bill backed by Governor Lombardo, has advanced. The bill proposes a $150 million fund to boost affordable housing. And Assembly Bill Steve Yeager has introduced a bill to allow nonpartisan voters to participate in party primaries. Assembly Bill 597 would enable nonpartisan voters to request a partisan mail ballot of their choice up to 14 days before the primary election, either online or through the county clerk's website, or in person during early voting. The proposal aims to expand voter access in a state where nonpartisan registrations are on the rise. And KRNB's Joe Hart is reporting Senator Edgar Flores, the Democrat from Las Vegas, the chair of the Government Affairs Committee, simply announced they would be skipping Assembly Bill 303 on May 16th without any explanation as to why. The bill was aimed at improving transparency and reporting rules for broadband companies in Nevada, and it was skipped over in its final committee hearing and never passed. Hart reached out last week to ask why the bill was skipped. He hasn't received a response. Backers of the bill say this legislation would have created a system where state officials would be alerted if little or no work was performed on a state-funded project, as we saw with the Uprise project in Lovelock. The bill would also have required broadband companies to follow the same reporting requirements as other contractors in the state. The state just lost $9 million through the Uprise project, criminal charges have been filed against the company's owner, but it seems Democrat lawmakers who control both the Assembly and the Senate in Carson City not that interested in taking steps to improve oversight of the fiber optic industry. For Sahara Motors, that's a look at news from Ely, White Pine County, and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Maggie or Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93.
Or call 775-289-4473.
Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.